Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome back to Heart Hustle, a space where we talk honestly about emotions, relationships, and everything that happens in the in-between. The unsaid, the felt, the messy, the real. In today's video, we're going to talk about something powerful: how to become unforgettable to someone. And I'm not talking about looks, status, or playing games. I'm talking about behaviors, about attitudes that leave a lasting emotional imprint on someone's memory. Because sometimes you don't have to stay in someone's life to stay dentro da pessoa. You just have to show up in a way that leaves a mark. So if you want to understand what really makes someone remember you, not because they miss you, but because they were changed by you, stay with me until the end. And of course, if you're new here or haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button, like the video, and turn on the bell. That helps me keep creating content that speaks straight to the heart. Let's dive into our top 5. Top 5. You listen with presence, not with pressure. Few things are as rare and as valuable in today as being truly heard. We live in a fast world. People are always rushing, always distracted. We speak, but it feels like the other person is already thinking about how they'll respond before we even finish our sentence. Or worse, they're scrolling on their phone, nodding along like they're listening. So when someone actually listens with full presence, that moment becomes memorable. To listen with presence means putting everything else aside, making eye contact, not interrupting, not judging, not rushing someone to the end of their thought. It means being there, really there, and showing without words, I care about what you have to say. Most people today are drowning in noise and starving for connection. So when you give someone your presence instead of just your time, you leave an emotional footprint that stays long after you're gone. They may forget what you said, but they will never forget how safe, heard, and seen they felt with you. That's how you become unforgettable. Top 4. You're authentic, and don't try to please all the time. Being unforgettable has nothing to do with being flawless. It has everything to do with being real. In a world where everyone's trying to look like something, act like something, pretend to be someone, authenticity is magnetic. You don't have to agree with everything. You don't have to be constantly available. And you definitely don't have to mold yourself to fit in or be liked. People remember those who stand in their truth, who speak with honesty, who don't pretend to like what they don't, who express opinions with kindness but without fear. When you show up as yourself fully and unapologetically, you become someone who inspires. Because most people are still figuring out how to do that. You might not be everyone's favorite, but to the ones who see you, you'll be unforgettable, because you had the courage to be you. Top 3. You stir real emotions. We forget a lot in life, but we don't forget how someone made us feel. You might go on dates, have conversations, share moments with a lot of people. But the ones you truly remember are the ones who moved you emotionally. Maybe it was someone who made you laugh when you thought you couldn't. Someone who said something that stayed with you for days. Someone whose silence was more comforting than words. Someone who did something small, but in a way that felt huge. You don't have to be dramatic or intense. But if you can create a space where someone feels alive, seen, touched, even for a moment, you've already become unforgettable. Being unforgettable isn't about performance. It's about emotional truth. People remember who made them feel something real. Top 2. You know how to walk away with dignity when you're not valued. This one is strong, because unfortunately, most people don't know how to leave when they're not chosen. They stay, they beg, they overgive, they hope. They try to prove their worth to someone who's already showing disinterest. But then comes someone different, someone who cares deeply, but still walks away. Someone who wants connection, but won't force it. Someone who loves, but chooses themselves when they're not loved back. And that's unforgettable. Walking away with self-respect is not weakness. It's power. It's knowing that you're worthy, even if the other person doesn't see it. That kind of departure doesn't fade, because it teaches, it shakes, it stays. You may no longer be around, but your silence says everything the other person refused to hear when you were present. That's the absence that echoes. Top 1. You were yourself from beginning to end. At the end of everything, what people remember most is the truth. Not the games, not the pretending, not the trying. People remember the ones who were themselves, messy, honest, complicated, beautiful, deep. You didn't play it cool just to seem in control. You didn't hide your interests just to seem hard to get. You didn't fake being fine to avoid being vulnerable. You just showed up, as you were. And that's rare. When you're yourself, you leave something behind that no one else can copy, because it's yours. It's not strategy, it's not performance, it's presence, it's sincerity, it's emotional depth. Even if things don't last, people will always remember you as that one person who was real in a world full of filters. And when someone experiences that, even once, they'll keep looking for it again and again. Because truth, when felt, is unforgettable. Being unforgettable isn't about trying to impress. It's about being honest enough to express. It's not about being the loudest. It's about being the most present, the most human. If this video resonated with you, drop a comment below and tell me, I want to leave a mark with truth, not appearance. Let's talk. Let's share stories. Let's build real connection in this space. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Heart Hustle, turn on the bell, and send this video to someone who needs this reminder today. I'll see you in the next one.